Iran's supreme leader is dead. What happens next? The world has just witnessed a historic shock. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, Iran's supreme leader for more than 3 decades, is reportedly dead following massive US-Israeli strikes on Iran. For a country built around one man's authority since 1989, this is not just a leadership change, it's a potential turning point for the Middle East and the global balance of power. Khamenei was not simply Iran's head of state, he was the ultimate decision maker over the military, foreign policy, nuclear strategy, intelligence services, and the powerful security apparatus that kept the Islamic Republic in place. His death instantly creates the biggest power vacuum in Iran since the 1979 revolution. So what happens now? According to Iran's constitution, the Assembly of Experts, a body of senior clerics, must choose a new supreme leader. But this process could take time, and during that transition, real power is expected to shift toward Iran's most powerful institution, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or IRGC. The IRGC is not just a military force. It controls major parts of Iran's economy, intelligence networks, missile forces, and regional proxy groups across the Middle East. With Khamenei gone, many analysts believe the guards could become the true power behind Iran's political system, possibly even turning the country into a more openly military-dominated state. Inside Iran, the situation is fragile. Khamenei ruled for 36 years and kept competing factions, hardline clerics, politicians, and security forces under tight control. Without him, rivalries could intensify. Elite power struggles are possible. Public protests, which have shaken Iran repeatedly in recent years, could also surge again if people see the regime weakening. But the impact goes far beyond Iran's borders. Khamenei's death comes during direct military confrontation between Iran and Israel, with the United States already involved. Iran has launched missiles and drones in retaliation, and threats to close the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most important oil routes, have raised fears of a wider regional war. This means Iran's leadership transition is happening not in peace, but in the middle of active conflict. That dramatically increases the risk of escalation across the Middle East. Looking ahead, there are three main paths Iran could take. The first is continuity. A new hardline cleric becomes supreme leader, and Iran's anti-Western, anti-Israel policies remain largely unchanged. This is considered the most likely short-term outcome. The second is military dominance. The IRGC expands its influence so much that Iran effectively becomes a military-controlled state, even if a cleric remains the symbolic leader. The third and most unpredictable is systemic change. If elite divisions deepen and public unrest grows, Iran could face major political transformation, reform, or even regime instability. While this is the least certain scenario, Khamenei's death makes it more possible than at any time in decades. One thing is clear, the man who defined Iran's strategy, ideology, and regional role for a generation is gone. The country now stands at a crossroads, and the decisions made in the coming months could reshape not only Iran, but the entire Middle East. The question now is not just who replaces Khamenei, it's whether the Islamic Republic he built can survive without him.